sort of the experiments related to um, yes, electricity experiments. ऐसे ही है ना, लास्ट हम लोगों ने यहाँ तक कर लिया था.
Yes, sir.
Oscillation experiments were done, electricity experiments were done, and then force experiments. In the force experiments, what we have to take care of that we have to
Sir,
take the maximum
that,
force.
that you don't have any resultant force
Sorry.
due to the person doing it. They don't push themselves.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So don't push them. Or when you are going to measure some force, don't try to apply any force by your hand manually, right?
Yeah.
Or if you are going to take, or if you are taking measurements from the force, so maximum force is reached without warning, then that would be damage. Then weights are moved, and then improvement mean practical methods of recording the maximum value. For example, force sensors, newton meter, data logger can be used. A method of fixing the cotton loop or ruler by the tape or glue. Mostly that happens when you are going to measure the extension of the rope or extension of the strings with the help of the load or the force. You know what happens? That snaps at a specific point. So for that one, what you have to do, you have to cotton loop it. Okay. And don't
Yes.
write that increase the force slowly and reaction time error, etc. So we did that all. Then in 8.1 pulley experiments, masses hit each other. I mean, this is the error when we are going to perform the pulley experiments, the masses should not hit each other. And friction at the pulley, because when friction will be there, there would be an error in the reading. Okay.
Yeah.
And when masses will hit each other, error will take place. And uncertainty at the starting position, this is very important. When you are going to perform pulley experiment, you must fix it. Okay, your position, starting position is same all the times, fixed position. For that one, we can use a marker, a pointer, or a simple pin. I mean pin pointer. ठीक है, needle pointer.
Yeah.
मार्कर से भी हम कर सकते हैं, मार्क भी लगा सकते हैं, मीटर रॉड भी यूज कर सकते हैं. ओके. उसके बाद improvement, use large pulleys, because when you will use large pulleys, measurements would be quite convenient, and you will have minimum errors. Then use the lubrication, or you yeah, lubricate the pulleys. This is a solution of
Solution of
this
pulley,
second
friction
friction,
of pulley.
friction at the pulleys. Then a method to fix the ruler pulley. Yeah, that I told you. That uncertainty, the starting position, that can be removed by what? That can be removed by a method of using a ruler or a pulley or a clamp or etc. So that can be any of the methods of using the, I mean, fixing the uncertainty or that error with the starting position. So don't write friction between the pulley and the string, because there is no friction between pulley and the string.
Okay. Yeah.
Got it?
Yes.
उसके बाद आपके पास आ जाता है मोमेंट्स एक्सपेरिमेंट. मोमेंट एक्सपेरिमेंट मीन दोज एक्सपेरिमेंट व्हिच कंसिस्ट ऑफ टर्निंग इवेंट. When the ruler hits the bench, this is one of the errors. Okay? I mean, this is one of the problem which takes place, and that is one of the error that will cause. And its remedy is method to prevent roller hit the bench. For example, project the end of cylinder over the bench or elevate the operators. The height of the operators should be more. Okay. The ruler spins on support, so that is pivot, right? When you are saying that ruler is pivoting on the support, its solution is glue the support to block that motion,
Yes.
right? When ruler slips over, because at pivot it should not slip over. For example, if this is the ruler and you are going to rotate it, or for example, there is a moment question, so you are going to apply some force in one direction, like the forces are basically with the help of the string or something like that, right? These type of experiments are there.
Yeah.
Sure. Then if it is pivot, then this ruler should not slip over, so you have to attach it in such a way that it should be yani It should not be slipped over, but it should not be stick together as well. ठीक है ना?
Yeah.
Okay. उसके बाद आपके पास है downright difficult to start at the same amplitude each time, right?
Okay. Yeah.
From the same position each time, you can say.
So, but you can use a fiducial mark.
Yes, you can use that fiducial marker.
Yeah.
ठीक है ना? Then we have another experimental yani experimental field, that is the magnetism experiment. ठीक है? The magnetism experiment में क्या होता है? The error are the glass, I mean that stuff which you are going to use for experiment, that is not affected by magnet. Sometimes glass or something like any other thing which is not magnetic material, if the magnetic material is surrounded by that one, it is not affected by magnet. Then improvement is that use a variety of material to separate the magnets and test the magnetic,
Sir,
I
वैसे
mean,
sir, I don't think magnetism experiment नहीं आता. I don't think so कभी आया.
ये नहीं होता, ये जस्ट फ्री फॉल में आता है, पता?
Free fall?
फ्री फॉल.
हाँ.
If you want to, or if the experiment is that find the value of G in the free fall with the help of free fall operators, then you have to use the magnets, rather magnets नहीं, electromagnet use करना पड़ते हैं हमें. ठीक है?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have downright. Okay, yes. Improvement is use of radio. Okay, then don't write the reference to the earth field. Yeah, magnetic earth, magnetic field of the earth does not affect it, because that is cancelling the effect. ठीक है? Because
Yeah.
आपके पास काफी उस फील्ड को हम लोग इग्नोर कर देते हैं वैसे. Then bench or the inclined plane. Actually, this is called inclined plane experiments. Right? So what is the main source of error? Some part of the board are rough than the others, so surface of the board is uneven.
Mm-hmm.
Second error, which would be there, and you have to um, improve it, that the boards tend to slip. देखो ना, when you make a ramp, you most of the times what happens, it is not the stable. When it is not stable, that is an error, so that board slips and supporting block can be toppled over. ठीक
Yeah.
है? तो आप क्या करेंगे, यानी supporting block are here basically, देखो over here. So when those blocks are toppled over, then this block will fall over. तो होगा क्या? Improvement method ये है. Improvement method is to ensure that some section of the board is used for each experiment. Same section of the board is used for each experiment. And method to describe to secure the board, block the support. I mean, you can block the support like um, from here or from here. You can make it simply. You can block that support so it will not topple over then. ठीक है?
Yes.
Clamp the board. There is another method that you can clamp it from here. Is it clear?
Yes. Clamp
Okay.
the board, secure the board. Yeah.
ठीक है? And
Yep.
fix the supporting block to the bench with tape or blue tag or something like that. So I told you that we can make it simple. यानी actually आपने यहाँ पे नहीं लगाना. You can make it here and you can place it here with the bench. ठीक है?
Hmm.
Okay. Then the method to ensure that the same. Okay, that is done. So what we are not going to use, we are not going to write that board is rough, there is friction between the block and the board, and use some other smoother surface and reference. Oh, don't use any oil or lubrication for to improve the sliding or to reduce the friction. Okay.
Yeah.
ओके, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट है, दैट इज द लास्ट सेक्शन ऑफ दैट एक्सपेरिमेंट, थर्मल. थर्मल के क्वेश्चंस यूजुअली दे
Use
आर
the
कमिंग फॉर,
polystyrene to. Okay.
yeah, they are for your heating and cooling rate experiments होते हैं mostly, right, in the lab, that we are going to investigate the heating rate and cooling rate of the experiments with different materials or with different colors of the containers, etc., etc.
Yes.
ठीक है, तो according to that situation, heat loss through, we have to avoid the heat losses, and this is the main source of error, right? Heat loss to the
Yeah.
surroundings. So we have to make sure that insulation is proper. So I will show you the remedies as well, solutions. So heat loss to the surround, sorry, heat loss through the sides or bottom, low precision of thermometer, because we are using thermometer. So instead of thermometer, you can use digital thermometer or thermocouple. The bulb of the thermometer is not completely immersed. This is an error, source of the error for the reading. And resistors continues to give us to give out heat when switch on the temperature. Yeah, this is for
Temperature.
electric. ठीक
Uh,
है ना?
yeah.
So resistor continuously to gives out the heat, because the resistor get heated up and they lose some of the energy. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so their solutions are, here are the solutions. Method of reducing heat loss, leg insulate polystyrene container, ये आप भी यही बता रहे थे. So this is one of the method to improve it. Okay, उसके बाद thermometer with specified beaker, ठीक है, यानी
Yes.
beaker with specific thermometer आप कह सकते हो, या आप ये कह सकते हो कि we can use thermocouple as well, या digital thermometer. Use the large volume of the water, use a thermocouple, yes देखा, and the small temperature sensor, probe like things. ठीक है, ये
Yes.
किस लिए था कि if the bulb is not able to immerse in the liquid, then use large amount of water or use a pointer thermometer. Pointer thermometer is that one which is thermocouple, something like that, and wait until, what was the remedy of that, yani resistor continues to give out the heat when switching on, and temperature continuously to rise after the switching on. So what you have to do, you have to wait until the temperature reaches to a maximum point before reading. ठीक है,
Yeah.
wait for, इसलिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं, we give these heating experiments 2 to 3 times, 2 to 3 minutes to become stable. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the last thing, which is basically for not downright, switch off the fans, reduce convection, just wait the water. Wait the water mean, yeah, it is totally, inappropriate physics. Take, yeah, measure the volume of the water or weight of the water with container, and then calculate it. ठीक है ना? Dif- Different starting temperatures of the water. No, when we are going to perform the experiment, most of the time we have to start the starting temperature with the same. ठीक
Yes.
है, and uneven temperature distribution, हाँ यहाँ पे आप एक और भी काम कर सकते हो. For example, for liquid heating experiments, you can say that we can stir the water regularly, continuously, to manage the even distribution of temperature. ठीक है.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
तो हीट लॉस और इन चीजों के बारे में, अनइवन टेम्परेचर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इन द बेकर, हीट लॉस इन द वार्मिंग बोल, ये नहीं लिखना आपने. द हीट लॉस ड्यू टू द सराउंडिंग, some more accurate thermometer is use some more accurate thermometer, नहीं, the thermometer not precise enough, so not. अच्छा, मैंने ये लिखा था, मैंने आपको बताया डिजिटल थर्मोमीटर. ओके, यू आर नॉट सपोज टू राइट दैट, सॉरी, जस्ट कट इट फ्रॉम देयर. ठीक है. So this was all about the second questions, errors and improvements. अब हमारे पास ना इंस्ट्रूमेंट टाइप मैंने आपको एरर्स एंड इम्प्रूवमेंट्स बतानी है. These all were first 12 were how the errors and improvements mean classified with type of experiment. ठीक है ना? Now we are talking about the errors and improvements with common operators. For example, what is your common operators?
Meter rule. Meter rule.
Yes,
Yeah. I remember I
exactly.
wrote this in the main exam. Difficult
Mhm.
to keep the meter rule vertical.
Yes, just a